Failure at some point in your life is inevitable, but giving up is unforgivable. We have learned again that democracy is precious, democracy is fragile. At this hour, my friends, democracy has prevailed. We have all seen the knee of injustice on the neck of Black America. Now is our opportunity to make real progress. I do not believe that we have a right to tell other people, women, that they can't control their bodies. The worst thing we can do as a nation is taking the easy way out. If you start opening up offshore drilling, then you are buying time and you are not addressing the fundamental problem with fossil fuels. Don't tell me what you value. Show me your budget, and I'll tell you what you value. We will be judged, you and I, by how we resolve these cascading crises. I believe we will, and write the next great chapter of the American story. And today, we mark the swearing in of the first woman in American history elected to national office, Vice President Kamala Harris. Don't tell me things can't change. I know speaking of unity can sound to some like a foolish fantasy these days. I know the forces that divide us are deep and they are real. I also know they are not new. Wall Street didn't build this country. The middle class built this country, and unions build the middle class. And that's why I'm calling on Congress to pass the Protecting the Right to Organize Act, the PRO Act, and send it to my desk to support the right to unionize. For too long in this society, we have celebrated unrestrained individualism over common community. Politics doesn't have to be a raging fire, destroying everything in its path. Every disagreement doesn't have to be a cause for total war. And we must reject the culture in which facts themselves are manipulated and even manufactured. We didn't crumble after 9/11. We didn't falter after the Boston Marathon. But we're America. Americans will never, ever stand down. We endure. We overcome. We own the finish line. My fellow Americans, trickle-down economics has never worked. It's time to grow the economy from the bottom up and middle out. I will defend the Constitution, our democracy, America, and I will keep everything I do in your service, thinking not of power but of possibilities, not of personal interests but of public good. I am a gaffe machine. But by God, what a wonderful thing compared to a guy who can't tell the truth. Our future cannot depend on the government alone. The ultimate solutions lie in the attitudes and the actions of the American people. My dad always said, "Champ, the measure of a man is not how often he is knocked down, but how quickly he gets up." You've got to reach a hand of friendship across the aisle and across philosophies in this country. Innovation can only occur where you can breathe free. In this world, emotion has become suspect. The accepted style is smooth, antiseptic, and passionless. To all of those who did not support us, let me say this. Hear me out as we move forward. Take a measure of me and my heart. If you still disagree, so be it. That's democracy. That's America. The right to dissent peaceably is perhaps this nation's greatest strength. We are America, second to none, and we own the finish line. Don't forget it. One of the things I've never been accused of is not caring about people. The greatest gift is the ability to forget the bad things and focus on the good. Fighting corruption is not just good governance. It's self-defense. It's patriotism. The consensus is, if we act, we can save the planet, and we can create millions of jobs and economic growth and opportunities to raise the standard of living for everyone in the world. Most Americans think there's already universal background checks. They don't understand why there wouldn't be a background check to purchase a weapon. Here's the thing about life. There's no accounting for what fate will deal you. Some days when you need a hand. There are other days when we are called to lend a hand. That's how it has to be. That's what we do for one another. No fundamental social change occurs merely because government acts. It's because civil society, the conscience of a country, begins to rise up and demand change. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe my channel. See you in the next video.